This was half true about this woman, in which she took good care of the children in the orphanage. She feeds them well, teaches them, and plays with them in the ground. Families come to the orphanage every few months to adopt children, and these children are sent one by one. But after that, these children never have contact with each other. Today, a family has come to adopt Becky. He is saying goodbye to all his friends. After Becky leaves, Lily and Adam are talking about Becky, whether he will write us a letter or not. Meanwhile, they see Becky's beer on the table, without which he did not go anywhere. Meanwhile, Max tells them that Becky hasn't left the orphanage yet. Both runs toward gate, where vehicle was still standing. Lily looks inside the car, where Becky's body was lying and a flower was placed on top of it. Meanwhile, they hear the sound of someone coming there, and both of them hide under the car. The monsters put Becky's body in a tube and talk to each other that the meat of the children here is so much delicious. Both of them get very scared after hearing this. At the same time, both of them decide that they will not allow any child here to become the monster's food again. Will Layla and Adam succeed in this mission? Or will Sophia find out about their plans? Let's go to the detailed explanation of the film to know. At the beginning of the film, we see a beautiful and very large orphanage, where the children were playing, running, and reading looked very good. But the reality of this beautiful and huge orphanage is very scary. In fact, here children are raised to be food for monsters. This beautiful orphanage was designed in such a way that no child could escape from here, big walls. No child knows what lies behind these walls. And what is going to happen with them in the future is not even that. This orphanage is run by a beautiful, young, and very disciplined lady. He is very expert in his work, that's why no child has ever escaped from here. She also decides when and which child to sail the monster. Adam and Lily knew the reality of this orphanage, and so they start planning to escape from this orphanage. First of all, they take a detailed look at the orphanage where they see that there is a big wall around the orphanage. It is impossible to climb without a rope. Next day, they both bring some ropes and hide them inside the tree. Suddenly, all the children stop playing, because one child got lost somewhere in the forest. Then Sophia takes out a compass from her pocket and goes towards the forest, using it. When she returns some time later, the lost child is with her. What they both realize is that the pins in our ears are actually trackers, because of which keep Sophia up to date about their location. Both of them needed more people to run away from here. That's why they take Max with them. Max is most intelligent boy in this orphanage, and he also knew the reality of this orphanage. And for a long time, he was trying to escape from here. The trio starts searching the library to find out about the orphanage. Then he notices that there is an owl logo on the first page of every book, and there are some dots with it, which was like a message, and when they connect all the dots, they get a message which means that this orphan house is a human farmhouse. They should run away from here. The next day, Sophia hires another lady with her to take care of the fun house, whose name was Katrina. She was very fat and scary. Sophia tells Katrina about Adam, Lily, and Max that I doubt these 3 kids are planning to run away, and you have to know all their plans. Next day, these 3 children start training of small kids about running and technique off hiding. Then Katrina comes there, and now she also becomes a part of this game. Katrina quickly finds and catches all the children, but she can't catch Adam, because he was the oldest and smartest of all the children. At the same time, Adam realizes that one of them is Sophia's spy and is conveying all our news to the warden. So he adds 2 more people to his team, Shane and Linda. They also tell them the whole truth about the orphanage house, but they don't believe Adam's words. That's why they start fighting. Then Layla reveals that she saw Becky's body being carried away by the monster. Shane and Linda believe what Layla says, and now they all form a team and start planning to run away from here. Adam tells them about the ropes. That same night, we see a boy writing something on a piece of paper and throwing it into the warden's room, in which was written about the ropes and Adam planning. The next morning, Adam notices that the rope is missing from the tree. His suspicion turns into a belief that Max is the warden's spy. Because no one knew about the location of the ropes except Max, Adam only told Shane and Linda about the ropes, but did not tell about its location. Max tells them the reason why he became warden's spy is that because he knows the reality of this orphanage many months ago. I was the one who hid the Becky toys, so that when both of you went to deliver it to the gate, you would also know the reality. I have been spying for Warden Sophia for many months. In return, she is delaying my adoption, because I want to live more. These 2 once again join him in their team, but on the condition that he will spy for us now. Max then takes them both to his secret location, where he hides some petrol cans and a small device, which could help stop the tracking device. It was made by Max himself. Next day, all these children go to the forest for training to climb up the wall. Katrina sees them doing all this, and she tells that she will help them escape from here because she also grew up in this prison, and she also had that number tattooed on his neck. She tells them the story of the monster to win their trust. Many years ago, there was a huge war between humans and monsters, but there was no result. Then these two parties decided to live in their own world. But humans have to give some of their children to eat every month. And since then, they will build a large number of orphanages in the entire country, where all the children born are the food of the monster. When asked by Adam, she shows them that yes, every child has a tracker on their ear, from which Sophia and I know the location of all of you. But they tell Sophia about Max's device through which they can block the tracker. Max goes to the warden and tells Sophia about all the planning of the children, but all lies that they are planning to kill you by poisoning your food. Meanwhile, Sophia tells him to get ready because next adoption is yours, which upsets Max. The next day, when all the kids are playing in the grounds, then Katrina goes to the hall and starts looking the tracking device. While doing this, Linda sees him, and she tells all the rest of her friends. They all immediately come to Max's secret place. Max takes out Tracker Blocker and hides it inside a teddy bear. While doing this, Katrina sees him. She took out the blocker from the teddy bear. At the same time, Sophia comes there and holds a letter and asks her to report to another orphanage. Katrina knew that something must have gone wrong. That's why she decides to help the children before leaving. And that's why she puts a special pen in their drawer. Katrina takes her belongings and reaches the gate of orphanage, where he meets the head of all orphanage house. To save herself, Katrina starts doing bad things to Sophia that all the children are going to run away from here soon. But Madame had complete faith in Sophia. She points to the monster and it eats Sophia. The next day, we see both Adam and Lily once again bring ropes to climb the wall. But in the meantime, Sophia tracks their location. She grabs Lily. Adam runs away to see that the warden has broken his leg. Adam didn't want to leave Lily in this state at all. That is why he also stops at that. The warden tells Adam to get ready. The next adoption is yours. That night, these three friends meet in a room where they start planning to save Adam's life. But Adam refuses to do so and says that it's time for me to go. But you guys still have time. You have to get out of here before the next adoption. Next morning, Adam finds Katrina's hidden pen in his drawer. He did not want to help these children before leaving the orphanage. That is why he takes the ropes and climbs on top of that wall, where he sees on the other side of wall that there is a very deep ditch before leaving. He draws a map to escape from here and gives it to Lille. At night, all the children gather because it was time for Adam to be adopted. Lily starts crying a lot at this point because she knows that she will never be able to meet Adam again. Adam happily accompanies Sophia to the gate of the orphanage where he meets Michael, and he starts telling him everything about this orphanage. But Adam refuses to talk about anything. Meanwhile, Monster comes there and grabs Adam. The next day, Sophia tells Max to get ready. Your next adoption is on. He gets very scared and goes to Sophia's room and sprinkles petrol on himself. At the same time, Layla comes there. She sees Max doing this and immediately calls Sophia. Sophia sees the fire in the room. She quickly puts out the fire. Actually, all this was the planning of these children to run away from here. And Max started the fire so he could burn Sophia's tracking machine, so she won't be able to track them. On the other hand, Lily goes to the forest with all the children. All these children were planning to run away from here with the help of Adam's letter. In fact, Sophia only suspected Adam and Layla, while Shane and Linda were doing all these planning. And the fire was also their planning, but in this fire there was only Max's tracker, not Max. All of them climb the wall with the help of ropes. And by throwing the ropes on the other side, they start going towards it with the help of Hanger. Only Layla was left on the wall. Meanwhile, Sophia comes there, and she says that you have always been my favorite, and I want you to be the warden here after me. But Lily doesn't want that at all. Sophia says that she also grew up here. She never wants to hand over the children to Demon, but she is doing it all to save the humans. Here she also tells that she also wanted to run away from here. But after the loss of my child, she started to consider them all as her children, and this is her life. Sophia also threatens Lily that she will cut the rope if she tries to escape from here. Lily says that I am sure, mother, you will never do this. After that, she also goes to the other side. To escape from the forest to the city, she opens the pen given by Adam, from which an owl emerges and starts to show them the way to the city. On the other hand, Sophia was standing on the wall and was feeling very good seeing the children running away. In last, Lily meets the lady of the orphanage and blames herself for the children running away, on which the lady hands him over to the monster, and that's the end of this season. If you like my explanation, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.